Welcome to the Ontario Mortgage and Real Estate Insights podcast, your go-to source for the latest developments, trends, and regulatory changes in the industry. I'm your host, Steve Hamoan, here to provide you with insights sourced from reputable news outlets to help you stay informed and make well-informed decisions. This podcast is brought to you by Real Approved Inc., a trusted mortgage brokerage dedicated to helping Canadians achieve their home ownership dreams. Visit realapproved.ca to learn more about how their experienced team can assist you with your mortgage needs. Let's dive into today's episode. Today, we're focusing on a fascinating trend in the mortgage market. According to a recent report from Statistics Canada, younger Canadians are leading the charge in reducing their mortgage debt. Specifically, households aged 35 and younger are the only demographic that has managed to cut down their mortgage balances since late 2022. This is quite a shift from the pandemic era when many young families were taking on more debt due to lower borrowing costs. The report suggests that the reduction in mortgage balances among younger households isn't just because they're paying down their debts more aggressively. Instead, many are opting for less expensive housing options, while others are being priced out of the market altogether. Statistics Canada notes that prospective homeowners might be avoiding the market due to affordability concerns, and those who already own homes might be paying off their mortgages or choosing to downsize. On the other hand, older households are seeing an increase in mortgage debt. For those aged 55 to 64 and 65 and older, mortgage balances have risen by 6.5% and 6.4%, respectively, year over year. The report attributes this to various factors, such as purchasing investment properties or assisting younger family members with their financial obligations. Our next piece of news takes us to the picturesque town of Jasper, Alberta, where residents are grappling with a severe housing crisis in the wake of a devastating wildfire last year. The blaze displaced an estimated 2,000 residents, and many have been left homeless as government negotiations to provide interim housing have stalled. Sabrina Charlebois, one of the residents affected, has been living in a hotel since November and is voicing her frustration with the United Conservative Party government. She describes the situation as unacceptable, pointing out that promises made to set up interim housing have not been fulfilled. On the 6-month anniversary of the wildfire, over 200 residents took to the streets in protest, demanding action from the provincial government. Originally, Social Services Minister Jason Nixon had announced a plan to allocate $112 million to build 250 modular housing units for those who lost their homes. However, recent developments have put this plan on hold. The province insists that the town must agree to build permanent, detached, single-family homes, and they are also seeking additional land from the federal government by expanding Jasper's boundaries into the national park. The town officials have raised concerns about the feasibility of this plan, noting that the provincial proposal would only allow for 60 homes due to land planning regulations. These regulations necessitate more space for permanent structures compared to temporary ones. The officials argue that this plan could exacerbate the existing housing shortage, leaving many families without a roof over their heads. More than 600 families are currently in need of temporary housing as the community works to rebuild. Adding to the complexity, New Democratic Party housing critic Janice Irwin has criticized the provincial government's handling of the situation as disrespectful. She highlighted past instances where mobile homes were provided swiftly to communities like Slave Lake and Fort McMurray following similar disasters. Irwin suggests that the issue lies in the lack of political will from the provincial government, rather than logistical challenges. Meanwhile, the provincial government, represented by Nixon and Municipal Affairs Minister Rick McIver, has shifted some of the blame to the federal government. They argue that the province is ready to build homes, but cannot proceed without the necessary land, which is under federal jurisdiction. The ministers also mentioned that the federal government is planning to bring in single-bedroom trailers, emphasizing the need for immediate action to aid Jasper's recovery and hold federal entities accountable for their part in the process. This situation highlights the complex interplay of provincial and federal responsibilities in disaster recovery and housing provision. It's a stark reminder of how critical it is for different levels of government to work collaboratively to address urgent community needs, especially in times of crisis. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Ontario Mortgage and Real Estate Insights podcast. We hope you found today's insights valuable as you navigate the world of mortgages and real estate. Before you go, a quick reminder. Real Approved is here to make your mortgage journey smoother. Whether you're buying your first home or refinancing, their experienced team is ready to guide you with personalized support every step of the way. Visit realapproved.ca to get started and take the next step toward achieving your homeownership goals. Catch you next time, and stay informed with the latest industry insights.